Hey, welcome staff members and teachers in the district out there. This is a podcast coming to you, and I actually have to back up a little bit because a couple weeks ago, apparently I sent out, well, not apparently, I did send out a podcast that talked about how you could share your quizzes in Edmodo. And I want to kind of retract a little bit because that feature is actually in beta mode, so let's talk about that for a second. On our digital education page here, we have our Edmodo hot links. I'm going to go there. Now in Edmodo, a week or so ago, I talked to you about, actually it's a couple weeks ago, I talked to you about how you could share your quizzes. And so I'm in Edmodo here, I go to quiz and load from the collection I have. And the podcast I sent out showcased this share feature where I could share my quiz with anybody else. So if I was still back at Carson Middle working with math folks there in 8th grade, I could share my quizzes with Mr. Greenlee. And we can share back and forth, or any other subject I want to share my quiz to. But brought to my attention, this is still in beta mode, so it's not been pushed out to all teachers in the district yet, or even all teachers through Edmodo. So look forward to seeing that soon. So don't get frustrated and say, hey, I don't have that feature. I'm probably doing something wrong. It's just not that you have not been given that option yet. So once again, you can edit your quizzes, you can delete a quiz. And hopefully, maybe that'll be a Christmas present to all the staff members this year that are avid Edmodo users, is you can now share that quiz with your colleagues. Well, can't do it yet, but we're hoping that'll be out there fairly soon for you to use and utilize and hopefully make some progress there. So once again, I apologize. I kind of jumped the gun on that, but it's coming, okay? So that's pretty exciting there. One way to make up to you, not that I really make it up totally, but I'm going to throw you a bone today, kind of like this. I want to show you a tool that you can use. It's called the Snipping tool. And so I'm just going to pretend that I'm up at the high school teaching human anatomy. Mr. Victory's up there and doing a great job. And let's say one day I wanted to search for a skeleton. And so I type Google Images and I type in skeleton. I get a variety of pictures, obviously. You can see from my screen here. But I kind of like this picture, and I want to share just this piece of the image. So I certainly can download the whole image, but I just want a part of my screen be captured as an image. And so there's a tool that is on your Windows 7 machines. And so if you're running Windows 7, this is a pretty cool tool. So I'll demonstrate. It's called the Snipping tool. So I'm going to be able to capture just this skeleton and ignore the rest of my screen, and then I can, whatever I want to do with it, I can put in a PDF, I can put in a Word document, I can put in Google Docs, wherever I want to go with that image. But this is the piece I like, I need, demonstrate to the kids, or maybe they're going to diagram it, whatever the case may be. Okay, go on down to your Windows button in the bottom left, and you'll see a search box underneath all programs. Inside that search box, we're going to type Snipping, S-N-I-P-P-I-N-G, and then you can go ahead and type tool if you want, but I look up top and it pops up as one of the programs. So I click on that. And come over here, a little window opens up, and it says, here's my snipping tool. I can cancel what I just did, but I want to make a new. I want to make a new snippet, I guess we'll call it. And so I go to the drop down. It's going to give me some choices. Free form is if I want to draw a certain shape and capture something that's not rectangular or just a window. Right now it's a rectangular snippet. I know I can cut this out in a rectangular shape, so I'm going to click on that. My crosshairs comes up, and then I'm going to go over and drag and drag it down until I get what part of the image I'm interested in. Okay, let go of the mouse, and then bada boom, bada bing, there it is. There is my snippet. So I've captured that part of the image, and then I can certainly just go ahead and save that if I want. It's going to default to a JPEG, wherever you want to save it to, then put it in your documents or send it to the students or whatever you're trying to do there. You do have a highlight feature. You could highlight parts of it. Whatever reason you want to highlight that. So if you want to highlight part of your screen or some text or whatever, you can do that. We don't need yellow man, so we'll get rid of that. Or you can go ahead and draw. Now, I'm not the steadiest hand on this, but you can certainly draw lines and things on your image and then send it to the students. So kind of a cool feature. It's your snipping tool. That's your tech tip for the week. Have a great week, and catch you later.